No matter how hard life gets, no matter how heavy things feel, no matter how many times you've thought about giving up, listen carefully. You are still here. And that matters more than you realize. Life has a way of testing us when we least expect it. It doesn't send warnings. It doesn't ask permission. Challenges show up uninvited. Setbacks, failures, disappointments, losses. There are moments when everything feels like it's collapsing at once. Moments when progress feels impossible. Moments when even getting out of bed feels like a victory. But here's something powerful to remember. Difficulty is not the end of your story. It is the training ground. Every challenge you face is shaping you in ways comfort never could. Pressure creates strength. Struggle creates resilience. Pain creates depth. And while it may not feel fair, while it may not feel deserved, these hard moments are often the very things that build the person you are becoming. Think about that. The strongest people you know, the most confident, the most grounded, the most unstoppable, did not get there through ease. They got there through storms, through rejection, through failure, through days when nothing worked and nights filled with doubt. Strength is not built when things are easy. Strength is built when you decide to keep going when things are not. There will be times when you feel behind, when you compare yourself to others, when it seems like everyone else has figured it out. But life is not a race with a shared timeline. Everyone moves at a different pace. Everyone fights battles you cannot see. Your journey is yours alone, and your timing is not wrong. Progress is not always loud. Sometimes progress is quiet. Sometimes progress is simply refusing to quit. Sometimes progress is choosing to stand back up one more time. Sometimes progress is surviving a day you thought you couldn't handle. Never underestimate small steps. Small steps repeated consistently create extraordinary results. You do not need to have everything figured out. You do not need perfect clarity. You do not need flawless confidence. You only need one thing: the willingness to continue, even slowly, even imperfectly, even when motivation fades, because motivation comes and goes. Feelings rise and fall. But commitment is what carries you forward when emotions cannot. And here's a truth many people forget. You are far more capable than your doubts would have you believe. Your mind will try to protect you by telling you to stay comfortable, to stay safe, to stay small. It will amplify fear. It will replay failures. It will whisper worst-case scenarios. But your thoughts are not always facts. Fear is not always truth. And discomfort is not always danger. Growth lives on the other side of uncertainty. Every time you push past hesitation, every time you try again, every time you refuse to surrender to self-doubt, you expand what is possible for your life. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward despite it. There will be setbacks. That is guaranteed. Plans will fail. Efforts will sometimes go unrewarded. You will encounter obstacles you didn't anticipate. But setbacks are not proof that you are incapable. They are proof that you are trying. And trying, truly trying, is something many people never dare to do. Failure is not falling down. Failure is refusing to get back up. So if you are struggling right now, if things feel uncertain, if progress feels slow, if you feel tired, discouraged, or lost, remember this. You have survived every difficult day you've ever faced, every single one that you have endured. Things you once thought you couldn't handle. You have made it through moments you thought would break you. And yet, here you are, still standing, still breathing, still capable of creating change. That is not weakness. That is resilience. Your story is not defined by your hardest moments. Your story is defined by your decision to keep going. One more step, one more effort, one more attempt. Because persistence has a quiet, unstoppable power. Over time, effort compounds. Over time, growth accumulates. Over time, the person who refuses to quit becomes the person others call lucky, talented, or gifted. But it was never luck. It was endurance. So keep going, keep building, keep believing, even when belief feels fragile. Because no matter how hard things get, you are not finished, and your best chapters may still be ahead of you.